Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just got back from giving blood because I'm a G. So if you've never donated blood before, I strongly urge you to do that as well. So if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe, and it's important for you to like the video even if you don't, because that will help me get more views, and I need views and subscribers right now, so that would be great. So as you can see from the title, in today's video I'll be reacting to that vegan teacher being weird or cringy TikTok compilation. And there's this relatively small channel called Gapel who made this compilation a few years ago, and he has 442 subscribers. So I'd like to give him a shout out for that and to thank him for making this video. And that vegan teacher, I've watched a couple of her videos. They always make me cringe. She's the kind of person to prevent people from wanting to go vegan because of her attitude towards people who aren't vegan or who don't think the same way she does. So this compilation, I believe, is going to be rather interesting. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go full screen and see that the quality is perfect. So in the meantime, feel free to fast forward. Okay.
Ne me demandez pas pourquoi je suis végane. Demandez-vous pourquoi vous ne l'êtes pas.
Okay, so she seems to be so happy, so content, and yet her attitude, her behavior makes me feel so goddamn depressed and makes me cringe and bleed fucking internally. Celery and hummus, okay. That's something I didn't have to watch today.
What do you mean? All of my students are not vegan. Otherwise, they would have already graduated, and they're right here on TikTok, being teachers, just like me. The rest of the people who are just here to be assholes, I say to them, get the fuck out of my classroom, stop wasting my time!
You see, in my opinion, you should target those assholes and try to change their minds about veganism strategically and in an attitude which works best for those people. You clearly don't do that. You get rid of your haters and the assholes because you don't know how to change their minds, how to show them a positive attitude towards veganism, and how their actions are actually damaging the ecosystem and the environment.
Kale, tofu, lentils, beans, peanut butter, banana, run, peanut butter, banana, run, peanut butter, banana, run. Are you vegan yet? It's time! Go vegan!
Okay, and without any remorse whatsoever, she called that rap. That was embarrassing, and it wasn't even rap. Those were just a few words thrown together that hardly promote veganism. That makes veganism sound gross, in my opinion.
Eat your vegetables!
Oh yeah, this clip is a classic. Didn't they add auto-tune to this at one point, making it an entire meme on TikTok?
Why the fuck aren't you vegan yet, Mr. President?
Because there are people like you who aren't open-minded and who don't accept people who aren't vegan, and yet try to force your beliefs on them without explaining why your belief is actually relevant.
Ooh. Is it because you're stuck on the toilet trying hard to push out a dump? When you become an ethical vegan, I guarantee.
I don't think I'll be copyrighted for this music because you can hardly call it music. It's honestly painful to listen to, and the facial expressions she makes only makes the clips worse. She's been blogged on social media so frequently, it's surprising how she still makes new channels all the time.
And that's when I'll vote for you.
Now why she's playing with a banana at her age, I don't know. And apparently she's not as old as she looks. Veganism has made her look older than she is. Or perhaps it's the stress from all the haters on social media. So far this has been a great compilation.
Ashton, did I read that correctly? You're asking me what I want? When you go to McDonald's, Well, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want you to sing the McDonald song outside of McDonald's. You know, the one that I had that has like over 7 million views?
She's so happy to, but she's only popular because of people hate her. And I guess she's a genius for making people hate her and follow her anyway, because they want to keep up with all the cringe she's displaying for the world to see. So I applaud her in that regard, but otherwise this kind of sucks. I love the comment, "I'm going to McDonald's, what do you want?" It's friendly, and yet she's taking it personally, even though it's meant to be passive-aggressive.
You know, it goes like this. Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on. Yeah, that one.
And you see why this wouldn't work. McDonald's has a target audience which enjoys meat, so they wouldn't change their menu just to be vegan. If anything, they'd have vegan items on the menu, but they'd never actually remove the meat from their menu, because it's the one thing that they're popular for. So that's a bit of a long stretch.
Okay, bring your ukulele, sing it as loud
Yeah, the
as you
ukulele
can
is
so
something I hate
everybody
about
hears
her
it.
as well.
Make sure you film yourself
She's literally
and share
just
it with
skin
me,
and
of
bones.
course. And we're gonna get
She
McDonald's
looks
to change.
gross.
They're gonna have a fully vegan menu at some point in the future. Veganism is the future. But also when you go in there at the cash, ask them if they have. I heard that maybe the apple pies are vegan. So if that's.
I actually had an apple pie today, but I'm pretty sure that they use butter and milk to make the dough. So no, I wouldn't say that's vegan. I had chicken today as well, actually, because I need the minerals, the vitamins, and the protein. So no, I won't stop eating
Bring me
meat.
one of those. Thanks, bud. You don't like vegan food? I don't give a rat's ass if you don't like vegan food. This isn't about... No offense to the rats. Or their asses. But I don't give a fuck if you don't like vegan...
This is actually quite a funny take on her behalf. She tried to make this comedic, and she succeeded, in my opinion. She did make this funnier, because she respects the rats as well, when she's probably the one who kills them if they invade her home.
Vegan food. Just eat the fucking food and shut up.
That's quite an Andrew Tate reaction from a woman who's something like 50 years old, so I respect that take.
Carrots and hummus. It's where it's at. Got my carrots and hummus shirt and my carrots and hummus hat. Don't worry. It's not a sin to dip it in. Go vegan!
Okay, the double entendre are becoming extremely weird here. It's because she might be Canadian, so she's not familiar with all the sex, or she's probably doing it intentionally to get more views. I wouldn't know.
Yes, God, I'm trying to deliver your message. I know.
Are you sure about that? I don't think you can communicate with God using a banana. Why the fuck would the devil ruin your zipper?
Okay, I'll try.
Of all things, he's already ruined about you.
If you want to get to heaven, you better be vegan. If you want to get to heaven, you better be vegan. If you don't believe me, do you want to bet? Because God has a message for you.
I mean, in terms of religion, you know, you can make up anything, and that would be just, you could just call that belief, and that would be part of the faith. So she's right to a certain extent, but I'm pretty sure that in the Bible people used to eat meat. They weren't vegan. They definitely didn't follow a vegan lifestyle. They used animal products all the time, and that's why they had all the flocks of animals to begin with. So they wouldn't go through all the trouble of feeding them and taking care of them if they weren't going to kill them to eat them or to use them for their product. So I don't think God really cares.
Why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? Be better, be vegan.
This sounds like the conclusion of a Eurovision song when the singers are thanking their audience.
Okay.
Pathetic.
Yeah, it worked.
Heaven waits
Sort
for
of, I don't
everyone
know.
who's kind to animals. Yeah, I mean, let's say you want to eat an animal, right? And you kill it painlessly without it suffering. I don't think that's too much of an issue, and you can still be kind to animals after that. I mean, if you're going to use an animal for their products and kill it without torturing it, I think that's ethically correct. And it's been done for thousands of years. It doesn't really matter. Where the problem is when the animals are being tortured to be raised, they aren't fed enough or they're overfed, and then they're killed mercilessly. That's when I have an issue with this sort of stuff.
Free vegan food? I'm coming right away!
Free vegan food. Vegan food usually costs about 4 times the amount of money regular food costs, especially fast food.
Religion?
Oh, more about religion.
That's a good question.
How long has she been sucking on that carrot
you should
for?
change your religion like you change your underwear. You know, change your religion. Show God that you really care. Change your religion. Try something new. Use your critical
What
thinking
religion
skills
would that
to
be?
question all you eat, drink, buy, think, say, and do.
Why change your religion though? Is that really necessary to show God what you think about him?
You should change your religion if it tells you to be cruel. And change your religion if it
Your religion is cruel to begin with, you know?
Change your religion.
You have to kill the people who are
Why
bad
not be an
for there
atheist
to be
every
good
Sunday?
people left.
What's important, no matter what, is that you don't hurt animals in any way.
You see, cruelty has been around for ages, and arguably human beings are also animals, so homicide would be animal cruelty to a certain extent, technically. So she's harming various people's minds and making various people cringe. She's damaging impressionable children's thoughts and thought processes, and that's cruelty. So she's technically harming animals too. She's not so politically correct in saying that she's vegan either.
Yeah. That's what I think. Carrot?
No, thank you. You've been sucking on that for a hot minute now.
You saw me at Burger King. What the hell is Burger King? Like,
You know
they
damn
sell
well what he's trying to
burgers
say.
there? Like king-sized ones?
Would that be vegan?
They are weird.
Would that be vegan if you were to eat your own boogers?
Yes,
I
God.
don't think
Yes. Yes, I did. Brushed and flossed every day. Okay, but listen, I don't want to talk about that because this is something more important. Yes, I got the shirt. I'm wearing it right now. It's great. I love it. It's amazing. It's really creative. It has sort of a frilly thing here and
She's a
thingies.
crazy
I love
woman,
it.
man.
But no, this is really
She's
important.
so
Just hold on,
simple.
okay? I have a question. Is Jesus vegan? Or is he up there in heaven
What does
killing
Jesus have
animals,
to do with
stabbing
God, I
animals?
mean?
Is he eating chickens, cows, and pigs and fish up there in heaven? No? Okay, hold on, let me take some notes. Jesus eats plants.
This is her own voice in the background, isn't it?
Jesus does not stab animals in the throat or harm them in any way. Got it? And heaven is vegan? I know, hey, it's not me asking. Thank you. Yes, I'll let them know. I'll call you back, okay? Okay, bye.
Once again, both God and Jesus, I mean, they created animals for humans' consumption and use. And animals eat other animals as well. Animals devour other animals. That's just the way it is in an ecosystem, you know? From an ecological point of view, as long as it's not an ecological point of view, I'd say it doesn't really matter.
LGBTQ, we support you, but if you don't like oppression, why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? LGBTQ, we support you, but if you don't like oppression, why the fuck aren't you vegan yet?
I mean, they don't like oppression when it has to do with them, when it's their own problems. Like most people, they only care about their own problems. They don't have to care about everyone else's problems. Much like you don't, I mean, you say you support the LGBTQ, but you're saying that they have an issue because they're in favor of animal oppression if they're not vegan. So it kind of goes both ways, doesn't it? Anyway, that vegan teacher is in my opinion, she's quite a crazy lady. And she's very motivated because she got a lot of followers on social media, so she thinks she's somewhat relevant, even though nowadays I think people only make videos to react to her old clips because it still garners a lot of views, much like I'm doing today. So otherwise she's not as relevant as she used to be a few months or a few years ago. Anyway, that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.